Hello and good morning. It's Phil Thatch and I'm here at the parking lot of a gas station, McDonald's combo, where I've stopped and got myself a really cheap and nasty breakfast. And it's probably an hour and a half before sunrise. And this morning I'm going to Snooper's Rock. Last time I tried to go to Snooper's Rock, get in there, straw. Last time I tried to go to Snooper's Rock, the area where it's at, Prentice Cooper, it's a wildlife management area. That area was closed for a big game hunt, so this time I was smart enough to check the website, and it's open today. It closes tomorrow for another big game hunt, but today it's open, so I'm really excited to get going. And I'm taking the Fujifilm X-T3. I've got the ultra-wide Tokina. It's a Nikon mount lens that I've got an adapter for. It's an 11 to 16. Which on full frame that ends up being 16 to something full frame equivalent. And let's see, what else did I bring? I brought the 18 to 55 and the 55 to 200, and probably won't use this, but I always like to bring a vintage prime with me, or a lot of times I do if I've got room in my bag. So today I brought my Minolta 50mm 1.4 and an adapter for Fuji. So once I get situated with my breakfast, I'm going to get back on the road, and hopefully I will be at Snooper's Rock before sunrise. Let's get going. I have made it here to Snooper's Rock, and the sun has not crested yet. It's rising. You can definitely see nice light on me, but the sun has not cleared the mountain yet. And this is a first for me. I've never been here to Snooper's Rock at sunrise and been the only person here. But that's the situation today. It's just me. You can see there is a mild cloud inversion. It's not thick. In most spots you can see all the way down to the river, like I think in that shot right there you can see the river below, but there's also some clouds below us here at beautiful Snooper's Rock. I've already made a couple of photos. I made a panorama using the 11 to 16 at about 13.5 millimeters, and at 11 millimeters I made just a regular still, kind of looking off that way where the river kind of bends a couple of places. So I need to get back to work and get ready for the sun to rise. This is the panorama that I made before the sun crested the mountain over on the right hand side of the shot. And once the sun crests the mountain, then the light becomes so uneven that it's hard to make a panorama without doing a high dynamic range panorama, which is really tricky. But I like the way this turned out. Lots of beautiful color, and I like the partial cloud inversion where you can see the river below and still have the cloud inversion, and you can still see the sun about to rise. And in this full shot you can see a little bit of the tip of Snooper's Rock in the bottom right foreground. Really a beautiful place. Okay, I'm going to show you around Snooper's Rock just a little bit. I still can't believe I'm here by myself. I'm going to turn the camera around. This is a trail that leads about, I don't know, 1,000 feet to a small parking area that you pretty much need four-wheel drive to get to, and then a quarter mile up from that is the main road, which is 6 miles long, basically one lane logging road to get here. I've seen 2 marriage proposals right here when I've been here. One time I came here and there were some people who had spent the night here, and they had a hammock tied across these trees and were sleeping right there. But this is what's called the Tennessee River Gorge, right down through here. And this big rock that I'm standing on just kind of pokes out. I've got my camera right on the edge. I crashed my Phantom 4 Pro right down there one time, and it looks like the sun is just about to crest over there. Now the very best time of the year to come is when the sun's rising kind of right here, and then you can get a pano from here to here, or maybe even an ultra wide shot with the sun rising right over the hill. But this time the sun's going to be rising back there with kind of the zigzagging river below. And I really like the way the shot is, because you can see the river and you still have a cloud inversion. It's kind of the best of both worlds. So I'm just waiting for the sun to crest the mountain over there, and then I'll make some more shots. I'm using the Tokina 11-16, which is a ultra-wide lens designed for APS-C censored cameras, and I've got it on a adapter which allows me to control the aperture. And I don't know what I'm shooting at. I'm kind of halfway between wide open and all the way stopped down, so I guess I'm at 5.6 or 8 or 11, somewhere around there. And there is my composition. And I did a couple of panos, but now I'm kind of concentrating on this main shot for the sunrise, just to kind of get it all in one shot. And I've been doing high dynamic range. I've been kind of adjusting my shutter speed and making a shot kind of like this, and then opening it up a little bit more and making a shot, and opening it up a little bit more so there's some detail in the trees in the foreground. There's some fall color down there, but it's still mostly green. So we're definitely not optimum right there. Oh man, here comes a jet. There's a jet, I don't know if you can see it. So there will be a calm trail that I will have to clone out, because I don't like calm trails in my sunrises. But anyway, back to work. That sun's got to be rising pretty soon. As a matter of fact, official sunrise was 3 minutes ago, but we've got a mountain in the way, so that makes things run a little bit late. Okay, so this area right here in the center of your screen, this is downtown Chattanooga, and you can see this is the Tennessee River here, the North Shores over here. This is Coolidge Park. Here's the Walnut Street pedestrian bridge you see me talk about all the time on the channel. But if you follow the Tennessee River on down, it goes around Moccasin Bend and back up past Williams Island, and then about right here you get mountain on this side and mountain on that side. As a matter of fact, right here is Middle Creek coming down Signal Mountain, and if you follow that on around, we'll zoom back. This huge area, this is the Prentice Cooper State Forest, and to get to Snooper's Rock, you've got to drive a long way, about 6 miles on a gravel road, about a lane and a half wide, and then you pull off, and this last little section's not very long, but I highly recommend four-wheel drive right here, and especially if it's just rained. And then you park, and from where you park, you walk just a little ways, not far, down to Snooper's Rock. And the reason why you can see so good from here is because this rock sticks out off the side of the edge of the mountain, and the rock is high enough up to where the trees growing in front of it don't block your view. It's amazing. Okay, here is the first of the high dynamic range shots I made looking off to the right and downstream on the Tennessee River right at the sunrise as the sun was cresting the mountain. And this is a 3-shot HDR, and the next one is also a 3-shot HDR. On this one, I moved my camera back just a little bit so you could see Snooper's Rock itself in the foreground. It has kind of a pretty look as the sunrise is on it. And then on this next shot, I pointed my camera to the left where you can see some of the sun, the golden hour light on the mountain in the background on the left, and the mountain on the right is still in shadow, and you can see the Tennessee River with some reflections and the cloud inversion above it. And then on this one, I'm standing right on the edge of Snooper's Rock. On the left-hand side is a long way down. There's still a few feet in front of me, and this is with the sunrise shining directly on me, trying to make kind of a hero shot, or look how much of a dork I am shot. And then this shot right here is with the camera still kind of in the woods right where the trail comes out onto Snooper's Rock. Another attempt at a hero shot as I'm standing right on the edge of Snooper's Rock and looking out over the Tennessee River Gorge. Okay, so I think I've done about all I can do here from the Snooper's Rock overlook, so I'm going to look around in some other areas here of Prentice Cooper. I'm exploring some of the other side roads off of the main road here in Prentice Cooper, and right now I'm on Davis Pond Road, and it's kind of 1 lane wide, and I found a shot that I wanted to make. There's really no place to park, so I stopped at the top of a hill so people can see my truck, and of course there's really nobody here but me. and made some photographs of the winding road and this beautiful fall color. And I went into the woods a little bit and made a couple of shots. So if any of those are good, I'll show them to you now. I made a couple of winding road shots before this in the woods shot, but I didn't like either of those winding road shots. But this in the woods shot was pretty cool with the color, and you know, there's some bright color and some bland color, and I like the light coming through the trees. And then I went down the road a little bit further and made another winding road shot, and this one I really liked a lot because you see the road coming in from the right and gets to the center, and then it curves back to the right and then back again to the left and to the center with lots of beautiful color. I like this one a bunch. All right, that's going to do it for me here at Snooper's Rock this morning. As you can see, the sun is high in the sky now, and I've had a really nice time up here. I can't believe I'm still the only person here, and this has been really fun. I've enjoyed using the Fuji this morning, and I've used 3 of the 4 lenses that I brought with me. So I don't feel so bad about carrying so much gear today. If you like this video, helps me out a lot if you give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see some more, subscribe and hit the bell. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.